Hey, Christina.
Hey, Alice.
I am so
Okay,
glad you're here to talk to us about this. I'm so glad you're here to
PPCC.
talk to us about this today. It's such an important topic. This for our consultants. They might not have figured this out yet, but this is your tomorrow money. Selling the product is your today money. That can make you money today. You need to pay your water bill today. You can go sell some product and pay that water bill. But your team building is your tomorrow money. It's for building that bigger future, and it's so important to do both things. But also, this is just really important for that future, like your big dreams. This is what's going to feed your big dreams.
Yes. And you know what? It is so fun to take people with you. You guys sharing the opportunity is something that I'm so passionate about. And I've seen it happen so many times when there's going to be consultants who are great at selling this product. Yes. But when you take somebody with you, that takes your business to a whole nother level. And not only that, but it just reaffirms your conviction and your commitment to your business. And it makes you excited because now you do have like a little sense of responsibility to kind of run the race with her, and don't worry about having to like coach her and train her. Your director is going to help you with that. You don't have to know everything to add a new team member. I've had people come on and that same day brought someone on with them. And then the very next day, that person brought somebody with them. And so you may have heard the saying career chats, sharing appointments, PPC or PPCC. So what it basically stands for is Pink Possibility Career Chat. And you want to make sure to do these with your director until you become skilled in knowing how to share the opportunity, overcoming objections, hashing out women's fears. Because usually, let's face it, we all have them when we decide to do something new or something that is different or out of the normal, out of our comfort zone, right? So, what I love about this is speak with your director. There's a couple different ways to do it. And basically, if you were challenged, if your boss told you, hey, I want you to do 10 of these to get some practice, you're going to learn so much by watching your director do the three-way calls. And what a PPC looks like, PPCC, is basically having them watch a short little video or hopping onto a sharing event like our Thursday nights with Janice. Any kind of event that shares the marketing. The marketing is basically all the points of the reasons why we are in Mary Kay, the things that we love about our business, the 50% profit potential, the camaraderie, the sisterhood, the culture, the personal growth, the time management, the emotional management. I mean, we can go on and on about all the wonderful benefits, especially I feel like the longer that you're in Mary Kay, the more blessings and little golden nuggets you gain that you never knew came in your starter kit or when you said yes to this opportunity. So what I love to have my consultants do, and you can share anything extra that you may do or do differently with your consultants, there's a couple different ways. You can have watch a little informational video and then schedule a three-way call just as you would a party. And usually this is after they have tried the product and they love it and they're a client. So think about the women in your customer base. Maybe you could practice with them. Think of some of your friends and family or some of your besties who you would love to do life with because you're going to be working with them, right? And you're going to be seeing a lot of them. So there's always somebody that we can take with us. And after watching the video, you schedule the three-way call and say, me and Alice. Okay, so say Alice, has somebody watch Susie Q, watch a video. Me and Alice and Susie Q are on the phone, and you as a consultant are going to be taking notes and just listening into the conversation. And as the director, we want to find a need and fill it, find a hurt and heal it. Find out what it is that she needs. What is she good at? What's her superpower? Does she have a dream in her heart? And how Mary Kay can fill it. How can the opportunity fill the void or give her an arena to play full out and make those dreams come true? Usually after they watch a video, they're going to be kind of inspired and kind of surprised at how amazing Mary Kay is. And I'll tell you, I didn't know anything about Mary Kay other than pink Cadillacs and that it's been around for a long time. And we can give information, share our story, and ask questions. And then you can also see the video of how these career chats are done. Or basically we can, I don't know, would you like to role play with me, Alice? Like pretend like you're
Sure.
Okay. So I'm just going to say thank you, Alice, so much for your time. I'm just going to ask you a few questions and get your feedback on the video that you just watched. And this is great training for Susie Q. And thank you for helping her with her business. And thank you for your time. And at the end, I'm just going to ask you if you're interested in the opportunity. No pressure. Okay. This is just going to help her out with her training. Is that okay?
Sounds great.
Wonderful. Tell me a little bit about you. If you had 1 minute to share you in a nutshell with a complete stranger, what would you say?
So I'm going to pretend when I wasn't a consultant, I was a single mom and I worked full time. I just got out of college about a year and a half ago. And I really I don't have a ton of time because I'm with my baby who's 18 months and working 40 hours a week, sometimes more.
I get it. I get it. You're such a hard worker. What brings you joy in your life? I'm sure your baby, but what else?
Yes, my daughter. But dancing, I miss dancing.
Mm,
I have a degree in dance, and that's what I went to school to do. But I'm working in an office, so I do miss. I did every kind of dance: ballroom, hip hop, jazz, tap, Hawaiian, hula, all kinds of stuff. But I know I never get to do any of it anymore.
Oh, well, we dance in Mary Kay. I mean, you would probably be like a performer for us. Sounds like you. That's awesome. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I love hearing that about you. Tell me, what is something you need in your life right now?
I need money.
Mm.
Lots of bills, debt from college, all kinds of stuff. So I really need the money right now.
Great. And you saw the video about how we make 50%, right?
Yeah, I was pretty shocked.
Well,
That's a
that's just one out of 8 different avenues of income that we make.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the woman who spoke said she was a millionaire. I mean, can you really make a million in Mary Kay?
Oh yeah, women do all the time. Absolutely. I believe it's just what you put into it. And we can what I love about it is you are your own boss, and so you can create the hours that you want to work and the you can set the goals that you want to achieve. But I can tell you, it just depends on what you want and how much time and effort you're willing to put into it. Um, it all depends on that. But in this conversation, it's just because you could start as low as $35. It's a conversation of just like, would you like to give this a try? If you do, great. It's a $35 decision. If not, you know, you at least gave it a try, because you never know if you're going to be great at it until you give it a shot. And I signed up out of impulse and had no idea that sales would be something that I'd love to stick with, but it became so much more. It really is like a lifestyle and a journey, just from my personal experience. What is a dream in your heart that you have yet to fulfill, Alice?
I would like to travel. I would love to go to Europe and see other parts of the world.
I love that. Well, that could be the reason why you start your Mary Kay business. If say your situation is great, you're able to pay your bills with your job, and but Mary Kay could be specifically for your travel. That could be your first goal. Like, aim to earn your first trip with your Mary Kay money. And I can show you how to do that. I mean, if you have 3 to 5 hours, I started with 3 to 5 hours a week. So it wasn't like it was taking too much time. Um, but I prioritized, because wherever my time goes, it's where my priorities are. And so if you're willing to learn, if you would you be willing to learn if I could show you how?
Yeah, I actually looked into getting a second job, but it would take more time away from my daughter, so I decided against that. So this might actually work. 3 to 5 hours doesn't sound like too much.
Right. And we can get you started and kind of get your feet under you. And once you start to learn the skills, and we have amazing training and it's weekly, and you have me as a mentor, would you say, like, on a scale from 1 to 5, one, I'd rather eat dirt, which I know you wouldn't say one because you wouldn't be on this call in the first place. And 5 is, why not me? It's $35 to sign me up. But you can't say 3, because 3 is like on the fence, and we wouldn't know if you're closer to a 1 or a 5. Where would you be, 2, 4, or 5?
I think I'm a 5.
All right, fantastic. Let's go ahead and get you started. I think you're going to be great at this. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, the one thing I was wondering is for taxes, because I'm making extra money, am I going to be hit with more of a tax bill?
No, in fact, you get amazing tax write-offs. And you don't really have to necessarily worry about that so much until you start making a pretty good income with Mary Kay. But you get to use everything as a write-off. Like even, say we were meeting at a coffee shop, you and me right now. Your coffee drink can be a write-off because we're talking about Mary Kay and you end up leaving here as a beauty consultant.
Wow.
So yeah, there's so much more too. I mean, really, there's so many other benefits, and the tax write-offs are great.
Okay, well then let's get started.
Okay, no other fears, no other obstacles or anything.
No, that's pretty much how my conversation went.
Okay. Oh,
when
really?
I signed up. Yeah. Pretty much she told me the stuff and this is exactly where I was at. I had a lot of debt, and I started my business. It was $100 though, not 35 at the time. And I dedicated probably between 6 to 10 hours a week because I was paying off a big fat bill. And
Which you did.
Yeah, and I paid off almost $30,000 worth of credit card debt in my first 18 months of business. So then after that is when I got to start enjoying the extra cash, and that's why here I am today.
I love it. You know what? That conversation was just an example. Of course, it wouldn't be rushed in within 12 minutes, but a series of questions and just kind of having girlfriend talk over coffee or over a three-way call or even a Zoom call is basically, she made it easy. But if there's times where people will say, oh, I don't have any time or I don't have this, but it's about finding what they want. So when we share the opportunity with women, we're not here to convince them to do it because that's not going to be fun for you or her. It's really about giving her the information, answering the questions that she may have. And if she has any doubts or fears that she's open to speak about, we can address them. We can share from our own personal experience how we may have had that same fear and help her overcome it. So that way it would help her to make a decision and start getting into action so she could see what is possible for her. And then the process is just glorious. It's so fun. So if you have any other questions, if you need videos, ask your director. She has ones that will fit the person's personality. Be sure to watch the video on personality types so you can learn which video would resonate with her most. Anything else you want to add, Alice?
I just want to say that, listen when people are talking to you, because the reason it was so easy is I was looking at getting a second job and I knew how many hours I'd be giving to somebody else for, some kind of minimum wage at that time. And that's why I was willing to take the chance so easily on Mary Kay. It was like, well, I know I'm a good worker and I know I can be taught. So she's saying I can make this money in a shorter period of time. So it's less time away from my daughter. So listen to what people are saying. If they don't have enough money for their month, if they are unhappy at their job, if they need something out of life, if you're listening when you're having those conversations, that's the person you invite to the Thursday event. That's the person you offer the opportunity to. They might know somebody that needs this.
I love it. So good.
Thank you, Christina. You are so good.
Oh, no. You know what, girl, you're a great listener and I admire how you are. And as you were saying that, I was thinking, Michelle, your recruiter or whoever was doing the career PPCC with you, she listened to you, but she believed in you. She told you this could happen for you, but you went out and did the work. So we're here to just guide people, give them the information and share them on every step of the way.
Yep.